I'm here with Steve Coniglio, who has just been named our #1 ticket holder for Perth Glory. Steve, congratulations. How does it feel to be part of our club?
Yeah, thanks so much. It's been obviously when I found out the news, I happily accepted. It's Perth Glory has been my favourite team for such a long time, and I was very quick. I must admit to text a few of my cousins to tell them, beforehand, maybe before this gets out, just to obviously keep it confidential. But I'm going to be the #1 ticket holder for the season coming up, and one of great excitement and a great honour. That's for sure.
Amazing. And you've been a Glory fan for a long time. When did you first become a Glory fan, and what are your favourite memories from your childhood?
Yeah, lots of memories. I think whether it be as a kid walking past the shed because your parents wouldn't let you go in it, or just going to Perth Oval, or even now when I go back to go watch some games. It's always one when the fixtures come out to pencil in, and usually with my cousins. But my mum's English and my dad's Italian, but the Italian sort of heritage with football. It's Perth Glory was definitely a team for my family, and we just used to go to a lot of games, and just became a real competitive rivalry over here when I moved to Sydney, and a lot of my teammates support either Sydney FC, where they jumped on the bandwagon, or they gone either Melbourne City or Victory. So quickly became quite a competitive kind of game between us to see whose team come up on top every year. So growing up, a lot of fun memories, and names like Damien Murray and Bobby Dostowski is just to name a couple. It was some special memories. Although a lot of the success has probably eluded us in the last maybe 10 years. There were some really special times at Subi Oval, which were great to be part of.
Yeah, of course. And you're talking about these great players, Maury and Despotovsky, but who was your favourite player growing up?
It's a good question. I had, I think Bobby was probably everyone's favourite. But probably him or Damien Murray. And then in the last few years, our head coach at the moment, I loved him, even though it was a short spell at the club. We've got some family connections there, but even now, it's a real privilege to watch Diego run around every week. I think being a fan of the club for so long, and like I said, there haven't always been great times, but what an honour, whatever stage of the season, or time of night or afternoon, to watch him playing a Glory shirt each week is just something very special.
Yeah, El Maestro is something special for sure. And obviously he drove us to that Premier's Plate in 2019, which was massive for the club, and obviously a huge historic moment. We broke that trophy drought. But there was a little special part for yourself then. You went a little bit viral on Twitter at the time because you wrote #PGFC onto a dinner plate and took a photo and chucked it up on Twitter. And Daniel Garb was very quick to share it. What was the inspiration behind doing that?
Again, like I was saying before, I was surrounded by a lot of Melbourne Victory supporters. It was actually after a game we played a home game. I think it might have been against Brisbane, and we very quickly once the game finishes to duck off to someone's house if there's football on, and I was watching the Glory. It was just after that, and I think at that point we either just claimed it or couldn't be stopped, and so a couple of vinos in, and I just went, I'm chuck as a plate. I was at Heath Shaw's house, and chuck as a plate. I'm writing it on there, and Garvey retweeted it, and it kind of went from there. But a lot of time, mainly just getting outnumbered by being the only Perth Glory supporter over here, and we've had a couple of guys come over who share the love for the Glory, but it was one to get back at all the people from Eastern States, that's for sure.
Yeah, we'd love to get you a photo with the actual Premier's Plate from that season. It is in our office, so maybe when you're back in West Australia, we'll get you the good one. So that was an absolute cracker. So some people will say to us, we got this footy player as our number one ticket holder, but anyone that knows something about Steve Coniglio knows that you and your family are purists of the game. What's your connection to football as the sport, as opposed to just Glory, just your football connection?
Yeah, I guess it's just something that's been a part of my family. Like I said, having a European background with my mum and my father as well. We've just grown up around it, and Juventus and Perth Glory. My mum's from England and Pompey or Portsmouth, her family side. So we didn't really have any other choice. Going to obviously AFL and cricket were two sports that we loved and played a lot of. But in terms of watching, and I think I've said this before on a number of occasions, and people around me would back it up, but I watch far more football than I do AFL, and my coach probably won't like me to saying that, but it's just something that we've always done, and I remember countless nights, waking up or sleeping at my cousin's places, and waking up to watch Pompey because it was on Fox Sports at the time, or finding Juventus games, and obviously in the last sort of 10 years it's been a little bit more accessible with television networks, but going to the Glory on a Sunday afternoon or Friday night was just normal, and we kind of grew the passion and love for the game then. So for me, it's I had no other choice. It wasn't as if I just saw the sport and liked it. Obviously, it's the most popular in the world, but we had no other choice, and still to this day we're very fanatical and passionate about where that lies with that, and moving to Sydney was no change in why I support Perth Glory.
Perfect. How good's that? And I know your coach might not like it, but the Glory fans will absolutely love that comment, I'm sure. So just to cap off here, when this pandemic's over and we can start having international teams again back, would you like to see Perth Glory take on your other beloved team, Juventus, over here in the West?
Yeah, I'd love it. It'd be an absolute dream come true. I was trying to figure out. I watched Juventus play in Sydney a few years ago, and I was hoping that with Manchester United and Leeds coming over just recently, that it might be time for Juventus to come over, and if they did it in Perth, it'd be even more special. So fingers crossed when this is all finished, it'll be a dream matchup for me, that's for sure.
Amazing. So there you have it, guys. Steve Coniglio, our number one ticket holder for Perth Glory. Steve, thanks for coming on board this season, and thanks for your time today.
Absolute pleasure, guys, and thanks very much, and go Glory.